Yo, hi and welcome, Louis aka Suduaya for Alpha's Crazy Sound Show on October the 7th in 2021. Hi and welcome, Louis.
Hello, nice to come back here for the second time.
Yeah, it has been a
Uh,
while, and in the
yeah,
meantime,
yeah,
a lot of things have happened. First of
yes,
all, the main thing of tonight is talking about the wonderful new album called Starseed.
yeah.
First
Thank
of all,
you,
congrats, because I like it a lot, and I have the pleasure to get this double vinyl in blue. Vinyl is also very nice. I'm
thank
also a
you.
big
Yeah,
big
thanks for
collector.
that. Thanks for
Yes,
getting it.
and so there are different things to talk about. The concept behind that album, and it's released on a label you have already founded by yourself. So
Mhm.
let's start with that.
Okay, yeah. So this is the first album of on my own label, Arcelia Records. I came up with this last year when the idea of the vinyl came up. And yeah, it's a special album again. The idea is that like you can see on the cover, you can see a plant. So basically when the storm happened 2 years ago, I started to have more time, and I get to be into gardening, and to put my hand on the soil and start to grow some plants, and suddenly this thing started to really ground me.
Mhm.
And but at the same time, I was feeling, like you see life growing from the soil, and it's actually amazing. Before that, I never really took the time to get into this and to understand that. And then you go and you see your plants every day, and for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and then it becomes something, and then you can eat them. This is life.
Mhm.
And the cover of the album is like that because it's the connection between this soil, the earth, and this environment, which is actually the cosmos itself. So
Mhm.
everything is, like growing, and this is pure life. And so star seeds comes from that combination of the seeds that is in the ground and in the environment, which is the universe, so the stars. And so I try to combine these
Mhm.
ideas together.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and also the sound, if you listen to the album, is for sure remembering that's from Louis. This is the
okay.
sounds I know from past releases and tracks. So um, in the moment, there are different downbeat ambient stuff coming out.
Yeah,
Some of them, for example, using some examples from the um, what's it called? I don't know the word in the moment, but with this strange sounds, no? With the more weird sounds in
uh-huh.
ambient stuff. But you are still following more the, let's say, smoother lyrical
Yeah,
sounds. No?
yeah.
What's always happening is also in your album is the dub influence,
Hmm.
which is, I guess, since many years, a real important part of ambient and downbeat music in general. So yeah, dubstep was a word I was looking for. No? Some people took some
Okay.
dubstep things like this. So you're not going this way. Is there a special reason for that, or it's just not your style?
Um, there are in all my tracks for a few years.
Mm,
There are 3 or 4 tracks where I have some moments that are
yeah,
a bit like that.
yeah,
But for me, it's interesting on my music. I find
mhm,
them interesting just on these few moments.
yeah.
I don't want to have a full track or a full set dedicated to those kind of beats and stuff. But
Mhm,
I really find them good in some transition or breaks or stuff like that.
I see.
But the majority of my music is really, like you say, it's smooth.
Yeah.
But I like the combination of the uh, I like the beats are not crazy. It's uplifting, but more in the feeling, not like
Mhm,
in the hardcore sounds.
mhm, mhm,
It's more emotionally uplifting, and so for that, I like the smooth sounds, and the beats are it's not heavy, but it's tight. It's
Yes.
actually tight. Yeah, it's
And you're using more real instruments, as if you, for example, playing your guitar in one track,
yeah.
no? So and flute is there, voices, a singer, female singer over there.
Yeah.
Are you want to use this much more in the future?
Yeah, I hope so. I have other stuff coming and that I still have not released, and I really enjoy that,
Mhm.
to have this instruments coming. And for this Starseed one, I met really like amazing players, and yeah. So that's the point. Also, the next album I'm already preparing is also more organic in those type of sounds.
Mhm.
It will be also different again, but with the same intention.
Yes.
But yeah, I really enjoy that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that means you are still busy and preparing the next album, even. And
Yeah,
and the past
there's
months getting a lot of news from you because you were getting your older releases back to you and releasing them on your page via Bandcamp. And as you just told me that secret that you also will try to bring them on vinyl again.
yeah. I'll try to work on the vinyls for the previous albums, for Lovology, Venus, Unity, at least, because that one was working out well, and then I think, I mean, I'm getting also good feedbacks, and I think it would be nice to have them back on vinyl also. So
I love
I
it.
will try also in the future
Mhm.
that every new album get a vinyl also. So
Cool.
the new one I'm working on right now, I'm also gonna work on vinyl. Yeah.
Fingers crossed that it will minimum get to zero, no, because it's
Yeah,
expensive, no? And it's
yeah,
mainly
exactly.
for collectors. And in my show, because this is recorded before the show, I will even show the younger kids what is a vinyl. Can you imagine what this is? And we'll show them how to act with it and how does it sound. So because
Yeah.
I'm from that point of view, I'm old school. I'm still a vinyl lover, and but I know how difficult it is to sell them nowadays. But there are some options nowadays to sell them, and there are collectors, and they will help you. That's for sure. So
It's even if it's not a big amount, it's nice that it exists. It's just like it can exist somehow, and
yeah,
that I really enjoy that. Yeah.
yeah, it's quite different to stolen MP3 shit somewhere on the stick with 5,000 other ones. No, you never
Yeah.
find again, and you have no feeling. No, but
Yeah.
checking them. Okay,
Exactly.
so you're preparing next album. Do you have any chances in the near future to play your new album live?
Uh, at the moment, it's complicated to
Yeah, yeah.
really play, but hopefully it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't have opportunity to play this one so much because it came up this year, and it was a working process for almost 2 years.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I played it few times.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's see. I mean, the next time there is opportunity, I'm gonna anyway play a lot of Starseeds, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And you are back to France again. And what
yeah.
is the situation for artists like us in the moment? Any chances to play, or is it still strict regulations regarding the pandemic shit?
It's strict. Yeah, I mean, I played it once in France this summer, and
Mhm.
so it's like basically you either had to show that you're vaccinated, or you have to show that you just got a test
Yeah.
the days before,
Mhm.
and yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
In France so far, I mean, I think it's probably the only country like that. But when you were getting a test, it was free if you're French,
Yeah.
which was practical.
Mhm.
But they're also changing this now in October, so it's going to be the same like everywhere. Like if you need to test yourself, you need to pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To force
so
the people to get vaccinated. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So this is
Yeah.
still the same thing, there
Yes.
is
Yes. Same
nothing
here.
much
Yeah.
going
Mhm.
on. And
Mhm.
this summer I played at 3 festivals.
Mhm.
other ones have been canceled or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Fingers crossed for a better future for
yeah,
all of
I
us.
just try to focus on day by day now to not,
Yeah.
get disappointed or
Stay strong. Stay strong.
keep doing music. This is why I have the time to make a new album. So because usually, it takes at least 2 years in between, and I think I'll be ready in 2022 to release. So it's like just 1 year after this one. So yeah.
Okay. Before we close the interview now, first of all, I want to ask you, what is the best way to get in touch with you for the listeners to get about information about fresh releases or maybe showcases? And yeah.
Well, so there is the Bandcamp where you can
Yes.
you can get via the Bandcamp. There is my email that is shown on all the platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube also, because I have the channel on YouTube where I post. Now I just post because I have a new EP that came up 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
And the YouTube channel also is there, so you can connect with me. And yeah,
very good. And I hope we stay in touch for fresh information as well. So one last one last sentence from you to the listeners.
Oh, well, I hope I can see you guys soon. That's the only thing that like really matters now, that we can all get back together and have good times and because that's something that we really miss. But in the meantime, like you said, we just keep strong and
all right,
enjoy
thanks a lot.
what we can.
Yeah, thanks a lot. That was Louis aka Suduaya. We were talking about his fresh album called Starseed, released on his own label, Asaia Records, for Alpha's Crazy Sound Show for the 7th of October 2021. I wish you all the best. Fingers crossed for a better psytrance future, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. Come back. Bye-bye.
Bye.